You know, as a lifelong fan of hockey, I've never really loved the way the game tinkers with its rules. It seems every offseason there's a board of governors or a panel of other experts that wants to tweak this or change that, and then we come into a new season with a whole new set of rules to get used to. It seems like a pretty simple game on the surface, doesn't it? You pass the puck, you shoot the puck, you try to score with the puck, you lay some body checks, and you get into the occasional scrap. Simple. But then you get all these rules and the rule changes and it kind of clouds things and confuses fans. But nonetheless, here we are. And let me tell you, fans who took in game one between the Kitchener Rangers and London Knights, the Western Conference semifinal, have suddenly become experts on Rule 63.7. What rule is that, you ask? Well, I was not the only one on press row in London for that game one that had never heard of the rule before, much less seen it applied. But here's the best I can explain it to you. If the defending team dislodges the net in its own end and the attacking team had an imminent scoring opportunity, then the referee has the ability to award a goal to the attacking team. Now, here's where it gets a little bit more interesting. What happened in game one between London and Kitchener was this. The Knights in the offensive zone, so the Rangers defending, and the Knights try a wraparound. Rangers goaltender Jackson Parsons does what any goaltender would do. On a play like that, he pushes off from his right to his left to come around and stop the wraparound, which he does. But in so doing, with that push-off, Parsons dislodges the net behind him. Tell me how many times, tens of thousands, you've seen this happen in hockey games around the world. It happened in that game, and the puck on the wraparound did not go into the net. However, the puck did pop back out in front of the Rangers' net, which had now been dislodged, and Knights forward, Denver Barkey, shot the puck towards where the net would have been. And that's what the officials determined was enough to award London a goal. This is where it gets really interesting. I mean, first of all, we could call a delay of game or even award a penalty shot, right? The ability to award the goal is a lot of power bestowed upon that referee. But one of the questions I have is, how do we determine an imminent scoring opportunity? Wasn't the imminent scoring opportunity the wraparound attempt? That was stopped. The puck never went in. The Barkey shot would have been a secondary scoring opportunity, and it was shot into this imaginary net because the net was out of place. So how do the referees determine if the puck would have gone into the net? From the overhead angle I saw, it looked as though, pretty clearly in fact, that the puck would have hit the post. The officials clearly saw it differently, and I'll give credit to the supervising official in the rink who explained all of this to all of us on press row so that we understood. And it sounds, at least according to the official supervisors and the officials on the ice, that the goal should have counted and the right call was made. But I think there's a lot of opportunity here for the league to bring fans more into this story and help them understand. First of all, can we get microphones for the referees so that they can inform fans? Sure, the home fans in London were happy that the goal had been awarded, but nobody knew why. Let's get some microphones on those referees and give them some leeway to explain things. The other thing I'd love to see is a tactic from my favorite sports reviews, and that's in tennis. The ball's either in or it's out. It takes seconds because of technology. In a situation like this, it really would have helped to have technology like that on the overhead camera angle to determine if that puck really would have gone into the imaginary net that had been dislodged. Again, to me, it looked like it would have hit the post. The officials saw it differently. Technology can probably solve all of that for us. And I know what you're thinking. Well, that's probably a pretty expensive ask for the league. And heck, I've been in the league more than 20 years and nobody else on press row had seen this applied either, this rule. So what's the point of investing in the technology for a rule that is so rarely invoked? Well, it's your rule, it's on your books, and here's the biggest part of it. It determined the outcome of a playoff game. That game between Kitchener and London, game one, was a 2-goal game, but with an empty netter. So that goal that was awarded upon review to the London Knights really was a difference maker in the game. If we've got the rules, we got to make sure we call them right and we keep fans informed along the way. What a start to the second round, which has a bunch of great series for the Ontario Hockey League, and we're still asking questions the morning after the night before. I'm Farwell. It's Friday. We'll see you at the rink.